my learning number 10 from my solo living in Himalayas, where within my capacity I've kept myself away from people, social media, and looking inside to find answer to some questions in my life. Uh, One question came in my mind that day is sometimes when we want to do something, we have two options in mind whether we should do it or we should not. Shall I or shall I not? I'm not talking about something which is related to your accountability or your responsibilities. I'm not talking about those basic routine action. I think the work is there in our blood, so we have to work. Human beings are workaholic by nature. I think that's how we have been trained since eternal. So, ladies and gentlemen, uh, the question is some very important decisions in your life you have to take, and then you have to ask this question, or this question coming in your mind again and again: shall I or shall I not? Shall I or shall I not? Isn't it? That's a question. That's the question in my mind. How do I tackle this particular kind of situation in my life like this without investing huge amount of time in thinking and planning and as if I'm going to live on this planet Earth for eternal, right? So how quickly I can take the decision. So I remember when I was accessing my memory, because sometimes you learn from your memory also, sometimes, not always. Uh, I was invited to speak somewhere and I learned something very interesting from my co-speaker that day. And the title of his speech was 30-second film. I repeat, 30 seconds film. And he was saying the whole essence of his talk was that life is all about that 30-second film which you're going to watch just before your last breath. Because no matter what, who you are, doesn't matter, because at the end of the day, we all are same. When you're about to die, no, I'm not talking about near death experience, by the way. One might feel that, okay, I had one near death experience and I felt, oh, it's very difficult to define what do we mean by near death. The definition of near is like sometimes I say in mountains, safe road still, if you just sleep, oh my god, I slept and there was a valley down and I would have just rolled down all the way and I would have died and all that nonsense. We have heard all that, right? So near death is varies from person to person. So I'm not at all talking about near death experience. I'm talking about the truth, because we are going to die. That's a truth. It's also a truth that before we die, there will be a 30-second a collage of the amount of content which we are consuming or which we have consumed all of our life. 30 seconds. Right? Now, if you want to see where you're just struggling to take the decision, you want to see that particular thing which you are about to do, you wish to see that, you want to see that in that 30 seconds. This is that important. This is that important that in that 30 seconds I will remember this and I will feel proud about it, because you don't want to stay unhappy in those 30 seconds, right? You want to have a collage of all the things uh, which are unique, which are different, because if it is routine, it will never come there. It will never come in your 30-second film that you're brushing and you're going to office and you're doing work and you're managing your agenda, and I doubt that will happen in 30 seconds, right? Or it should not happen in the 30 seconds. We feel that, oh my god, all my life I've not done anything. That's pain. You're dying. You're leaving the planet Earth with a lot of pain, isn't it? So life is all about you deciding that is that 30 second, is whatever I'm doing is worth putting in that 30-second film. If it's yes, then do it. If it's no, then don't do it. Leave it. Leave it. I always say my life, my rules, my style. But there has to be a rule. So one rule I have made in my life, that I just ask this question to myself. Very clean, clear question. If I'm stuck somewhere, that is this worth putting in that 30 second just before I'm going to take my last breath? If yes, then I do it. This was my realization, ladies and gentlemen. I thought I should share with you this film of the sign. Until we meet again.